Well, here we are. Worldwide Ramblings Part 2 for a Tuesday, October 8th. I'm glad we got most of our content in Part 1, talking about the Lisa Marie Presley Riley Keough book. So be sure to watch that and um share it if you can, although it's kind of long to share, I suppose, but definitely tell others about it. So here we are, and Ted Richards is back. Hello, Tedward. How are you? That was interesting. We didn't lose. So I mentioned in part one of the video that we got a new router this afternoon, and we didn't lose. We didn't lose power for the Spectrum signal because the television stayed on. What appeared was a box that I haven't seen before, and I can't even remember exactly what it said. You start to wonder if maybe content is a problem to someone, and if it is, they would just have to message me and let me know. I can't correct something unless I clearly know if there's an issue. I always want to uh, stay in a responsible. Now I know there are people like Michael Savage and Tucker and others that say some pretty poignant things. Russell Brand comes to mind, and certainly Dan Bongino. So I'm never sure, when things like that happen. I just have to guess what the issue is, but I don't think it was the router this time. It seemed like there was an issue with the YouTube Creator Studio, and I don't know if it was that the YouTube Creator Studio had an issue with me. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Laura Shadley joins us. We have some new people now. Ottaway, Ohio. See, there I did it again. I always want to put that A in there. Otway, Ohio. Deborah Lake and Anastasia. Hello. Hi, Jack. Hi, everyone. Linda Justice. Glad you're back. Jeanette. Oh, here's someone new. If there's a wrong way to pronounce it, don't you worry, Jeanette. I'll find it just about every time. Net skirts. Fair. Well, okay. Now, what's that new middle name you have, Jeanette? Hello, Jack and everyone from North Dakota. Yeah, all you have to worry about there is unbearable cold, right? And a governor with bushy eyebrows. I'm glad you made it back, Faith Lloyd says. Welcome back, Christari, and here we are again. Cindy is here from South Louisiana. And as I say, my buddy Ted Richards. No, I know you're not new, but that middle name threw me, Jeanette. What is that all about? What is that all about? Is that your maiden name? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen that name before, though. See, it's like all of a sudden Laura comes on as Laura Lipschitz Shadley. I'd be startled. She has an idea. Okay, ideas are welcome here. So yeah, we're back with 17 people and 5 likes. I don't know what to tell you. Some things I can never figure out. It's interesting as we talk about Hurricane Milton that now they're really saying, I'm talking to you at about 8 minutes to midnight on a Tuesday night, October the 8th, 2024. If you're watching this at some other time way down the road, well, you can find all our past live shows in the live section of this channel, the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. So there you go. Paula Weiss, I think you might be new. You're making me think of Weiss Supermarkets. Now, where did I see Weiss Supermarkets? Where was I living at the time? I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't see them in Rock Hill, South Carolina, I don't believe. Um, don't think I saw them in Western New York. That was Tops. Tops was big in Western New York when I was there for my first job in radio in Dunkirk, New York, which, yes, was the name was inspired from Dunkirk, Germany. It was. And there was some tributes to Dunkirk, Germany in Dunkirk, New York, as I recall. The CIA whacked me. Well, at least, it's a virtual whack, Sam Semi. I think I prefer that, you know? You just never know. You never know. I mean, I would assume that even though, I'm not one of the big guys on YouTube, that if someone wanted to give me some counsel, they would simply use the email and tell me that be careful of this, be careful of that. Um, you know, what am I going to say? No, you know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I mean, I'll tell you, if in November, Kamala is elected, at that point, I'm going to lose my fervor. I'm going to use my fervor for speaking about politics at all because leave it to the big guys. You know, they got lawyers and stuff like that. Leave it to the big guys. Um, you read my mind, Jack. If you could read my mind, Ted, what a tale my thoughts would tell. You read my mind, Jack. Was just going to ask you if you have ever been to a Tops. Oh, yes. Right there. I lived in Dunkirk, but worked in Fredonia at WBUZ, the sound of the country at 1570, which eventually would lose its license. Now, the FCC doesn't pull a lot of licenses, but the late Hank Seraphin made sure he made that list. Several of the things he said on the air and several of the things he told employees off the air, led to that. And I believe WBUZ resurfaced. They reassigned the call letters to a FM rock station in Nashville, Tennessee. My old call letters. Hank Seraphin didn't like it when WBUZ, the call letters, we would just call it Buzz, and if we were playing something old, we would say Buzz Flashback from 1958, and he'd come into the studio. No, don't call us Buzz. That's a hum. That's an annoying sound. Don't call us Buzz. Never say that. WBUZ, the sound of the country. Yeah, Anastasia. Uh, yeah, you are new. Where you from? Your general area? If you don't want to give it, that's fine. But yeah, Tops. You know what? I have a memory of getting a very nice steak in Tops. Isn't it funny? The things you remember. But I was living by then at a very nice house, just a few doors away from Tops, really, on Central Avenue in Dunkirk, New York, which led into Fredonia. Central Avenue went from the water in Dunkirk, Chautauqua, Lake Chautauqua, whatever it was, right into Fredonia, New York, where I worked. And so I remember some evening going in and getting a really nice steak to cook and some potatoes to bake and what have you. Uh, must have been a great steak because I still remember it, and it happened decades ago. I shop at Weiss in PA, so there is there, huh? Okay. Yeah, I know it's a chain. Almost when I see your name, Paul, I think I'm looking at Paula White. Preacher Paula White has joined us, but no, it's Paula Weiss. It's nice to have you. Um, are you talking about Bucky's, Ted? You know I love my Bucky's. Haven't been there in quite a while. I have two Bucky's shirts. And I got a Bucky's cup back there that you've seen and what have you. And I can't wait till I get to go to Bucky's again. It's such a long drive to Texas, though, so that leaves flying. Did you hear that they have postponed that? What do they call that? That new license they want you to have. It looks like you're providing the same documentation, your birth certificate and stuff, enhanced, right? Enhanced driver's license, which means if you don't have that, you're not at some point going to be able to get on a plane and fly. So I think they have pushed it back to 2027, if I heard that correctly. Um, I just don't see any reason why I would need that, you know. But obviously, if I need to fly, I need to be able to fly. So I think it's been pushed back. Anybody else hear that? Thank you, Nancy DeMarco, my buddy from Oklahoma. But I really think you're from New Jersey. um, how is the router, huh? As again, the TV stayed on, so it wasn't. It was a YouTube situation, YouTube Studio. In fact, when I tried to get back in, it was, it was it was not letting me set up a second live, and I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. I'm certainly technologically impaired, and even if I wasn't, I don't think I'd be able to figure that out. I do worry sometimes that I might say something that offended an algorithm or a person that's listening, watching. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I can't correct something if someone feels something is over the line or could have been put a different way. Um, I need to know specifically what it was so I can change that. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that because they allow conservative voices here on YouTube, on Google. They do. They're all over the place. So if I try not to be too provocative. I try not to be too provocative. I know that they don't want me coming on talking about vaccine shots. I know they don't want me talking about, an election they don't want me talking about the 2020 election. And so I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Let's just hope this one is fair and that God's hand is on it. That's how I feel. We're just going to stay on for a little bit, guys, because the main video is up, and I'm pretty thankful for it. And we're going to be back on probably tomorrow night at 11 o'clock East Coast time for another Worldwide Ramblings. Then we're going to have to pop on Thursday. Well, Karen's going to tell me we got to do the laundry because we can't do it on Wednesday because she's going to the neurologist. But I got to say, well, my YouTube channel is important, and I can't do it from the laundry. Actually, I could if I knew what I was doing. Um, but, I want to be on when things are in the thick and thin, uh, when the storm is actually making impact. And wouldn't it be wonderful if God diverted it? Someone was talking about that. How Jesus calmed the seas, and the other person was saying, let's stay in reality. The storm is going to happen. Well, I do believe Jesus could divert the storm. I do believe he absolutely could. Um, Whether he will choose to is another story. I just don't, I don't know. I don't know, Sammy. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it can just be a technical glitch. YouTube can have technical problems too. I just don't know. Cindy is saying I have to go back to the spine surgeon on November 4th for a checkup. Then I will need physical therapy. Pain just won't stop. Yeah, that's terrible. Karen is always dealing with pain that won't stop. She takes a lot of gabapentin. I can tell you that. She takes a lot of that. And today, it is now today, right? It's past midnight. So it is officially on the East Coast, not in California. But it is the 9th of October, 2024, and she's going today for her Botox injections, which she uses for pain. And hopefully that'll all work out and she'll get those. And in a while, that will start to help until it starts to wear off. That's just how that is. So pray for Cindy because it's no fun being in pain. I am fortunate that I don't have too much of that. I know that if I just keep moving, if you don't move the muscles, you'll lose the muscles. You'll have major problems. You see people that are really not that old who look much older, going around on those motorized carts in Walmart, what have you. And they're not going to live a long time. They're not going to live a long time. Um, our behavior always affects our future. It really does. Yeah, yeah, I essentially agree with that, Jody. It's gotta get bad before it gets good. If President Trump should be able to actually win the election and assume the office, I think we'll have some more good times. But it's only temporary. It's just a temporary patch. I don't know, Christari. I'm in the dark about that. Usually, as I say, I'm pretty careful. What I say, but I never know what someone else is going to think because I can't access their mind. I can't access their mind. So, yeah, I'm just I'm glad people have joined me. We have 28 watching right now. As I say, right now the plan is to be back on tonight, um, Wednesday night at 11 p.m. for another edition of Worldwide Ramblings, and then pop on to pop off on Thursday. Um, and try to be on during crucial times, but I can't. I can't tell Karen, well, we can't do that today. I got to be on all day. And of course, I'm not the primary source here. Uh, but we are watching the Fox weather. Damaging winds will likely knock out power. You know that. 160 miles an hour, for goodness sakes. Gail George is here. Hi, Gail George. Welcome. We won't be on for too long, but we'll be back tonight at 11 o'clock East Coast time. And people are praying for Cindy, and that's a good thing. Amen, amen, amen. I will tonight as well before I go to sleep. I've been trying to get to bed a little earlier. I have not been successful yet. Often I end up taking a little nap in the recliner around 9 o'clock, which can interfere with our dark shadows time. Karen knows if I don't get it, though, I won't be able to enjoy the show if I don't get that 15-minute nap, 20-minute nap, sometimes a little longer. So she just, goes about what she's doing on the computer. What theory was just debunked? I think it was the last word you said. What was the last word that actually made air? Oh, I have no idea. Um, I, and did it really make the recording? Did it make the recording? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. There's so much I don't know. Um, I told you about that Bill Mooney song, Will Robinson from Lost in Space. Got a ton of songs on Spotify and other venues, YouTube Music. Um, ain't sure of nothing now or anymore, something like that. Ain't sure of nothing. And I think there's some honesty in that. Faith is a hope based on God's holy word. Um, if you say you know that you know that you know, people that say that often go through periods of doubt, and that's just normal. You don't have to beat yourself up over that. There's so many things I don't understand, so many things, but in the end, I put my trust in Jesus. I don't believe it's going to be some other divine being. Jesus or nobody, I say, Jesus or nobody. Hmm. Tampa and Orlando airports are closed. Tampa and Orlando. I don't know about Miami. Doesn't say that. So we shall see. So let's close with the most popular psalm. Let's close with the most popular psalm. Ah, why is it the most popular psalm? Because it's been read at so many weddings, millions of weddings, millions of weddings. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. This is the NIV version. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Funerals as well. I should have said that. Funerals, this 23rd Psalm. Absolutely beautiful. Up to 15-foot storm surge, and it could be more. We know Florida people that live near Tampa that went to uh, the island of Amelia in Florida. They feel they're going to be okay there. They had significant damage in their very expensive house in Florida. And they haven't, I don't think they've done much to repair that yet. And here comes Hurricane Milton, you know. Major flash flooding expected. But I think now they're talking about a Thursday landfall, early Thursday landfall for Hurricane Milton in Florida. We are never alone. Amen. You'll never walk alone. So thank you, everybody. I'm sorry that we got the stream interrupted, but we got through the bulk of our content. So please watch the part about the Lisa Marie and Riley book if you have not already, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. We're trying to get to 10,000. You know, we're not the big guys here, and we're not going to use an extensive amount of tricks. I'm not going to try to take someone's work and use the whole thing. Put my name on it. I'm not going to do that. um, you do that, and eventually, you know, bad things happen from the people who own that work. So you know, we're just we're trying to stay the course, and sure, competition is stronger than it's ever been right now on this topic, stronger than it's ever been, and that's just the way it is. I'll do my best, and hopefully, we'll be able to grow the audience. The people you see here are the most loyal viewers I have. The people that watch a hot video, which I could use another one of right now, a hot pre-recorded video. It can be live sometimes too. We've had some fairly successful live shows. The Memphis Mafia video was one, but the verdict is now over 200,000 hits, and it keeps growing. There's something about that video, The Verdict, here at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. So the plan is to talk to you at 11 o'clock tonight. That would be Wednesday, the 9th of October. And if you're watching this at another time, check out the live shows here on the channel. All right. Thanks for hitting the thanks button. I appreciate that so much. If you don't see it here in the replay of this, then you can find it. You can find it in one of my other videos, especially the recent ones. But the thanks button is in a lot of videos. Thank you, Jody. Thank you so much. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts, and helps me as we work towards a few days before Thanksgiving now. That's what we're working towards right now. So there you go. It's been 2 years since we've done live shows. 2 years plus. 2 years plus we've been doing live shows, often on Saturday nights and other times as well. So, we're this is not our first rodeo. It's not our first rodeo. Have a blessed Wednesday. If you're in the state of Florida, if you're in the danger zone, I would advise that you leave. I would advise that you leave. Good night, everybody. Talk to you real soon. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, everybody. Sam, Sammy, and everybody. Bye-bye for now.